Hi, I'm Veronica Warner from Keep It Education, and I'm here with Michele Williams, and she'll be talking to us about the role of the post coordinator. So, Michele, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi. Well, I'm originally from New Mexico, but via Austin, Texas. I went to college in Austin, didn't go for film or anything like that, even though UT Austin is a big film school. I was actually pre-med, but I had a high interest in acting. And it wasn't until I decided that I really wanted to get out of live television and into scripted. I had a wonderful opportunity to meet my mentor at a television festival in Austin. After a couple of years of her mentoring me over the phone, because she was here in LA, she finally said, "You need to come to LA." And so that was 2018 when I did that. And after doing, producing for myself or producing for somebody else live television since 2008, basically. After a couple of interviews with some people here at Grey's Anatomy, which I could not have even, it blew my mind. And I did get the job, and I was an office PA at first. And I kind of came in mid-season, coming to the end of that. And it was like a Tuesday, and I was handing out call sheets, and I came up to the post floor where I'd made some friends. I'd done a lot of networking, and I walked into the PA at post saying to her boss, the coordinator, she says, "I'm giving my notice. I got an opportunity to be a coordinator on another show. So Friday's my last day." And I walked into that conversation and the coordinator's like, "Well, what are we to do?" And I was like, "Friday's my last day too." And so I was a PA for the rest of that season, got bumped up to coordinator the following season. And so this last season was season 17. So that was the second season that I was coordinator.
All right, I'm here with Stefan LaToure. He is a post coordinator.
Hey, Stefan LaToure here, post coordinator. I'm in Los Angeles, currently working on a few projects. I've been in the industry for about 12 years total, but I've been in LA for about 3. I have been an editor for about 10 years and moved to LA from DC, and I was editing some projects and interviewed at HBO, and I have a degree in project management, which I wasn't using at the time. They asked me to be a post coordinator on a project, and I was like, great, of course, definitely, it's HBO. So, and that's kind of how I became a post coordinator.
How would you say that a day in the life of your post coordinator status goes?
It's busy. It's a very busy job. And you are basically the spokes that keep the wheel together. One day could be a bunch of scheduling. Another day could be doing purchase orders. There's a lot of communication that goes on from you and to you, from producer to post supervisor to editors and assistant editors, supervising editors, just about everybody.
Just a lot of checking to make sure that everybody's okay and they're getting everything they need. Every episode is different, and the demands are different, whether it be visual effects wise, sound wise, music wise, and actors and directors. All of it is different every single time. So that's one of the really exciting things about it. Is like, it does sound like it's the same. There might be the same tasks to be done, but how it gets done and the process of it is always going to be different. And it's really exciting.
The top skills would definitely be organization, we'll say leadership, trying to get everybody
Attention to detail for sure. Management skills, it's like people management and that sort of thing. And also the ability to work independently. Mm-hmm. And I think those are really the key, 2 big keys for post coordinating. It's like you really need to have people skills, because you're dealing with a lot of people on a lot of different levels, whether it be vendors, whether it be producers, whether it be editors, whether it be your PAs. It's like there's people at different levels. I think that all of the different types of roles that I've had outside of the media and inside the media, even doing my own independent things, strengthened my ability to relate to all those different people. Every season's different, and this season was especially like unprecedentedly different because of COVID, people working remotely and things like that, which was another bit of management that was new, that kind of came up just because of the situation.
We were mid-COVID when things changed. I think the digital way is gonna be more of the way to go for new shows. Even if we end up going back to studios, I think a lot of things are gonna still be digital. Like POs, for instance, like that was such a better way of doing things, doing it digitally. It was just way easier.
What would you say is next on the horizon for you?
I am also working on a couple of independent projects as an editor still, because I still edit. And hopefully in the near future, become a post-production supervisor, which is the next step from post-production coordinator.
I am going to be returning to my post coordinator position here at Gray's for this season coming up. I did not get an opportunity really to shadow with my post supervisor as much as I would have liked to learn from her about, visual effects and spotting opticals and the true kind of nitty gritty of the delivery process. And so that's what I'm doing next season, as I'm going to be shadowing with her a lot more to learn.
What would you say that your interests are, both kind of related and unrelated to the world of media?
I actually just got my MFA in screenwriting, which initially was for the purposes of learning more about story. Fell in love with it a little bit more than I thought I would. So hopefully some of these scripts that I've been working on will get some traction soon.
That's a huge dream for many of us here in Los Angeles, right?
Yes, definitely.
So would you say that some sort of synthesis of skills and abilities could be learned in a class?
If I have the opportunity to take a class when I know where I'm trying to go, I will take that class. The more you know, the more information you have to get to where you're going, the more likely you are to be successful getting there.
So what advice would you have for those looking to get into the industry, but especially in your area?
Study your craft, learn what the different positions do so that you'll know what you're going into. Maybe look at those people that are doing it and learn from them. Take some classes so that you can understand it more when you're trying to get into the industry.
Find the people that are in the industry and in kind of in the vein that you want to be in, and start networking, because that's really it.
Right. You want to know that someone has what it takes to like back up their claims that they're going to be good.
Right.
And resumes and all that are great, but networking helps because you know what this person's about face to face. And a class like this could also really help them because they're certified in the one thing that they're trying to do at the very least.
Yeah, and also you're meeting in a class like this also, it's like if you could potentially meet other people that are trying to do the same thing. So again, it's like that networking. It's like you got another venue to meet the right sort of people.
And just be a genuine person and be a nice person. Everybody wants to be around nice people and good people and genuine people. And you're going to be around these people 10 to 16 hours a day, every day. So want to be someone that people want to be around.
It's like you have to be diplomatic one way or another. You have to be able to manage all of those sorts of people. You're going to work with those people episode after episode after episode after episode. So it's much better to keep on a good playing field with everybody.
Right. There's no getting by it.
Yeah.
Honestly, very illuminating. And I thank you for sharing your experience with us. And I'm sure that we'll talk again.
Wonderful. Thank you, Veronica. I really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. And hopefully I gave some information that will help someone. Just excited to be able to help you all on your journey.